Dillard, and welcome to Health News You Can Use. Domestic violence has become a major concern in this country, affecting millions of men, women, and children each year. An estimated 1 million women and 1.4 million children are assaulted by people they know, and surprisingly, similar trauma occurs among men. Today we'll be talking about various modes of violence and the work of the Stop the Violence Foundation here in Brooklyn that has been instrumental in educating and outreach in this arena. Joining us today is Jeffrey Davis, lecturer, victims care advocate, and co-founder of the James E. Davis Stop the Violence Foundation. Thelma Davis, RN and co-founder of the Stop the Violence Foundation, and Kendall Washington, author and founder of the Women Involved, Men Evolved Foundation. Thank you to everyone for being with us today. Jeffrey, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about the Stop the Violence Foundation and why it was formed.
All right. Stop the Violence Foundation was formed from the assassination of my beloved brother, Honorable Councilman James E. Davis. Prior to the foundation being named the James E. Davis Stop Violence Foundation, it was called Love Yourself, Stop the Violence. We rededicated the name and changed the name in his honor to continue the mission, the message of the nonviolent movement, and that's very important, particularly in urban America. That's why we started we continued the legacy.
So your brother was well known in Brooklyn for his efforts in educating and reaching out in regard to a lot of different types of violence, not just domestic, it's community, racial. How difficult has it been really to continue his mission? Has it changed? Have you synergized a new mission between yourself and his own?
Extremely difficult. While I do the work, there's a song, a gospel song saying, I hurt while I work. You know, we in the army, but we have to fight until we die, like this. So it's been very hurtful and painful for me because my brother is no longer here.
Right.
So
and this was his baby.
And this was his baby, and this was his passion. So I'm hurting, but we have to continue the mission and the message, the nonviolent movement. But in the 90s, he just took the peace movement to an entire another level.
Yes, he did.
Very painful because he's not here. It's me and my mom, and we're going forward with the movement, but I'm in grieving still, and it's been 6 years.
So how has it changed you then? How has it changed your whole life? Because it's not just, you know, we have this symposium coming up on April 30th, and the whole theme of your presentation is losing a brother, gaining a mission.
Right, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how you've evolved with this entire experience.
My whole life has changed. You know, my brother was the spokesperson of the nonviolent movement. I was in the background doing security, handing out flyers, putting posters up, having the bullhorn. My entire life changed totally. In order to keep the message and the mission going, I have to be in the forefront.
Right.
And it's completely changed my outlook with victims, aggressive people, victims of violence, overall. And I say we have to continue the message. But my life has totally changed, totally evolved from the guy in the background, the quiet guy. You know, the guy that's been shy. So we have to be in the forefront and be a role model to evolve from victim to survivor.
So see, then there's been some positive too, because you stepped up.
Yeah, I stepped up.
You know, you stepped up in a whole different level. You know, did you ever think that you'd be in the forefront?
No. My brother had plans to be the mayor, and I was going to just push him and back him and do the campaign and so forth, and even the Congress and to the White House. But we have to, but God has his plans, and I always say that it's not how long you're here, but it's what you do while you're here. And he did the work, and we got to continue the mission, and that's very, very important.
Absolutely.
We have to graduate from victim to survivor.
Right.
And I'm still in the graduating stage. I haven't graduated, but the people want that as well, so we have to graduate from victim to survivor. And I want to be there for the people so that we can graduate as a community, with me in that community, from victim to survivor, so that we can continue to go forward.
Absolutely. Ms. Davis, a question for you. Share with us your reasons for becoming a co-founder in this organization and how your life has changed through it.
Since the assassination of my son, James, and Jeffrey's taking on the leadership role in the family, so to speak, because I did have two sons and one's gone. I've always felt as though whatever mode they were going through, whatever initiative or whatever they wanted to do, that I would be there to support them. So when Jeffrey decided to start the foundation, I just encouraged him along and kept everything going, financially and otherwise, to make sure that I was there for him, because I knew that he has a vision
Right.
And he's going to keep this vision
Right.
going, whether don't care what.
Right.
He's going to keep this vision
Exactly.
going.
And
I
how
was
have you
there.
changed through it, though? Because this is a
Well,
new...
it put me in a position. I changed. It put me in a position to be more aggressive in what I want to do.
Right.
Because I've always taught my kids to whatever you pursue, I'll be there for you.
Right.
But make sure you have a goal in mind.
Right.
Don't just make a lot of ideas and not
Right.
follow through on
Follow
them.
through it, though.
Yes, I want you to follow through with whatever you do. And that includes the time when he ran for the city council and whatever. My mission was to tell him to keep on going
Right.
and keep on stepping up, and that's the way I've always
Right.
done it.